Okay, it says, hi, Arlene. Boy, I'll tell you, I'm having a hard time getting in. I am having a hard time. This morning's been a bummer. Did you see where I was saying I was frustrated with this thread? I got this thread at Walmart. It's got 4 threads here, and not a one of them are coming loose. This is cheap stuff. This is cheap. Back. That's exactly what I probably don't have I may have it. If I could just get something loose here. I wanted to baste with it, but I guess not. I'm going to use this crochet thread. At least I can get It says my connection is unstable. It's not a good Friday morning. You're going to get buffering. You're going to get buffering. I think that it's trying to, the Windows update. The Windows update is trying to, I set it to pause to resume when I'm ready, but it's probably going out and checking out to see if I'm ready yet. Oh dear, such a morning. Well, I'm going to muddle through it because I want to get my gem journal done here. So I guess I'm going to stitch with this white thread, and I think I'm going to double it. And when I double it, I put a really long thread. That may not be a thing to do this morning. May not be a good thing to do this morning. And I have 4 signatures in this journal. I'm not going to do the 10 foot. I'm only going to do 3 feet. And I'll have to, well, first I just want to gather. I was frustrated with that other thread. I'm taking it back and complaining. Now, give me my money back. All right. No, I'll probably mess with it till I find a starting thread. But that's really crap. All right, I want to start gathering right about in here. And to do that, I'm going to do this all by hand. Let's see, I should probably start this on the underside though. I'm going to gather with this big old needle instead of the little needle that I originally thought. I'm going to put that there. Keep it as clean as possible. Hi, Fran. Yeah, I know. This is part 2. I've been having troubles. Let's just put catch a little knot in here. And I should probably, I'm just going to do a gather thread at first, which is just kind of like a running stitch. I'm just going to, as neat as I can, go in and out here. And this is not the needle to gather with. This is a big craft needle, but Mary's just muddling through her morning here. Let's see how many gathers I can get on here. And you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'm going to try this. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to do it with this paper maybe to help keep my line straight, because I've already curved a little, but since it's a gathering thread, I don't think it matters too much. But let's put this here to help keep me straight. And let's just come back and there and see if I can do some. That's not going to work. I need another clip. Clippy clips. really needs to reach down. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just enough to hold it while I'm stitching. Where are my stitches? Right there. Oh. Excuse me while I giggle. I'm just going, la, 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 la. Now, let's see if that'll hold it. Just hold it. Well, I'm gathering it. Let's see, I might need it. What did I do? What did it do? These are one of those days that you want to throw it in the wastebasket. What did it do here? Oh, it tore it. No, it tore it just a little. I'll have to stitch that when I gather. When I gather it in, I can pull that in. Ah! Where are my stitches? Where are my stitches? They're way down here. This may not be a good idea. These aren't working for me. Penelope, give me some of your pins. There. And tutorial. This is Mary. This is not a tutorial. All I want to do is this. This is just a gathering thread. I may or may not leave it in there. It depends. I'm trying to do it as straight as possible without doing all the stitchy things. The fancy stitchy sewer things. I thought I tied a knot there. Obviously, I didn't tie a knot, a tight enough knot. It came out. But this thread is not going to fit that smaller needle. I'm doing this on the underside, just so you know. I'm doing a knot. And I pulled my other knot out. Mary's making a wreck out of her dresser scarf. Now, it'll be okay. It'll be good when I get it done. Now, I just want to gather along the line of this paper. That's why I pinned that paper there. I'm not gathering the paper to the fabric. I'm just using it as a guide, like a ruler. So I have a reasonably straight line when I gather, because I think I want to leave this thread in. Let's get my scissors out of the way. And I've had all sorts of computer issues. And we had a YouTube channel come in has he come back, Arlene? He wants to promote his channel, and I get that. But if he's not an art channel, I would prefer that they contact me first. Contact, and probably say, yeah, then you'll block me. I haven't blocked him yet, but You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to grow your channels and asking other channels to support you. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're an art channel and you want me to support you, you're more than welcome to come in here and chat with the chat with the viewers. Let them know what you're up to. Don't say come to my live stream. And really, that's after I went over there. He's pulled out a book and started talking about a book. And his channel is all about wanting to grow YouTube. Well, that's kind of a bad way to grow YouTube. Sorry, I should probably block him, but I'm not there yet. He didn't come back. Well, I'm talking to people on the replay who might be watching. And the people who might be watching might be art channels. We're all about mixed media and art, and not fine arts. We're not professional artists. And I'm certainly not pretending to be a professional artist. I do not sell art. I do not teach art. I just like to come on and do my art streams and talk to people about art. And we talk about other things too, but this is primarily an art channel. So if you're out there in replay land listening to this and you want to promote your channel, I'm more than willing to do that, because my channel has been promoted by Dee Dee. She's always giving me shout outs. And I was in Lizzie Brewer's stream last night. She didn't know I was there. Then I'm sure if I would have said hello, she would have shouted out my channel. We call them shout outs. We say, oh, here's Lizzie. Barb comes in. And I miss Rosemary Remorse. She'll come in. I miss a lot of people coming in. Yeah, that's a good thing to do, Arlene. That's a good thing to do. If they're not talking with us, then they're here in trouble. But if they're not, you don't go into a live stream chat and not chat. You can watch. I guess they could watch. I guess. Generally, you go into a chat stream. You go into the chat itself. You click chat. You can watch a stream without going into chat. Generally, you go into chat to chat, not to well, there are people who come and lurk, but it's okay to lurk too, but yeah. And that person has been in here before, and I didn't block him before. If it keeps happening, I told him to email me. And if it keeps happening, I'll block him. It's hard to get a start on YouTube these days. You know, YouTube is what, 13 years old now, and there are a lot of people out there. It's hard to get a start unless you go about it the right way. It's pretty frustrating. You need to pick your topic. What are you all about? Let people know what you're about. And he did that. But then go into the communities that are about what you're about. And like if you're an art channel, you're more than welcome to come in here. All right, now, before I move on, I want to gather this. So I'm going to take this, unpin this and take it off, because this was just the guiding line. It's sort of curved here. It's sort of curved, but it's good enough. I may take that gather out and do it better. Penelope, where are you? It's sort of curved. It's not, my stitching isn't straight. It starts here and it curves up and then it curves down again. So I may take this gathering thread out after I get it positioned here. But it may not matter if I'm gathering it. Let's pull this off. it may not matter if I'm gathering. In fact, it might make it kind of cool. I'm gathering here. I need this to come clear till it comes to there. And I want to pull this thread. Now I've got to fix this. It really tore my lace, but I can the fact that it's curved matters after I gather it. Into the paper itself like this. Only I want this. Oh, it pulled it up, didn't it? That's okay. We'll leave it like that. So I may have to put another facing paper on this because I'm going to put some stitch lines in here. Now I could glue it down, and I don't know if I want to glue it down. So I may have to put after I get done doing this, come on, don't do that on me. After I get done doing this, I may have to put a facing page on this. We'll see what happens. This is all experimental for me. This is gathered in here, on here. I'll be messing with them. I want that stitched down. And then what I want to do, what I probably should do is poke holes that I'm not sure I want to do a blanket stitch. I want to stitch. This may be something that I need to do offline because I need to get this up to my face. I want to stitch this fabric onto the edge of my, so the only thing showing is the lace. And I'm going to have to fix that lace. I'll have to attach it here. That I think I can do that. So I could put a piece of double-sided tape there to see if it would hold it while I'm stitching and just let that hold it there. I'm not sure I want to, but maybe I will. I'm just winging my way through this. I'm winging my way through this. You are seeing me as I would do this on my own. And I really put this on the wrong side here, but I think that's not going to matter either. What I want is my needle, my gathering to come. Yeah, it is going to matter. Here, we're going to cut this thread off of the needle here. You are seeing me do this as if I were figuring this out on my own at home. This is not a tutorial. This is a Meri, and I out on my own. I'm taking this thread out because I don't want it on the back. I want it on the front. I want 2 lines. I want some on the back, but not now. I want two little stitch holes there and there. Off camera, I'm rethreading my needle. And I'm going to put this on here like this. And come back in through this way. And it wants to catch on everything. And then come back in through my, yeah. And this is where the needle gets, it's not the proper needle to use on a piece of lace. All right, now I guess I'll make a knot. That one there. I'm going to tape this down. Just hold your britches. Hold your britches. I want to make a knot in here. I want this to hold. Her head's right there. A lot of gathers right above her head. A piece of tape down here, down the side, to kind of hold this while I'm stitching this on, I think. I may decide I don't like this and go to something completely different. We'll see. We will see. I don't think tape will hold this long. Let's get it out. Let's get someplace in the wastebasket. My palette knife went in the wastebasket. I can't find it. Well, I don't get my palette knife out. This is not a good morning. We'll use this needle. We're going to get the release paper off. Sheesh. I'll have to dump that entire wastebasket out to get my palette knife. All right. So we're just going to bring this here. Looks like it's got some red on it from the other night, but I don't think that's going to matter. Bring it down here. There. Now that's going to hold on to this. And what I want to do, and I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it. I want to stitch it on. Now it'll go through that tape, which will make my needle sticky, but we'll use a big needle to do this with. Maybe I'll try it. No, I don't think that's going to work. So let's make some little punch holes in here. Maybe that will help. I know you guys aren't seeing what I'm doing. Let me zoom in one more. My autofocus. There. Now maybe you can see what I'm going to do to try to keep this as neat as possible, because this is paper. I'm stitching fabric on the paper. I'm going to make a little line of punch holes there. I'll probably put a facing page on this, a lining page. But I'm going to put some little punch holes in here, try to make them evenly spaced down here to kind of make it look neat. It's like when you were a child, did you ever stitch on paper, have punched holes in paper, and then stitch yarn through it? That's kind of like what I'm doing here. And this lace is folded under. That tape caught that lace. There we go. We want the lace on the outside, not the inside. So this is Friday. Watch for Barb Owen. She's trying to stream on Fridays, but you know, she may need a Friday off, so she may or may not be on, but watch for her. She last week. I'm not going to miss her today. If she's on, I'm going to watch. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, see, I have to come back through the punch holes, which are not in a straight line over here for sure. But they'd be a lot straighter than if I was doing this. Holes then. Usually when I struggle through things like this, It turns out in the end, that might be a little close to the edge there for this needle, but I think it'll still be okay. This is a pretty fat needle to go through this. And I can feel the stickiness on my needle from that tape. See, I got way up close to the edge here and it tore. So I will be putting a, I'm going to come back down. I will be putting a liner page on this for sure. Punch some more holes in here. It's too close up to the edge. Oh, it's way up close to the edge. But after I put a liner page on this, this won't show. This will not show. I guarantee you. If it shows, I'll keep it for myself. I think what happened is I had this tucked under there and it looked like it was right, but it wasn't. There, that's better. Now I guarantee you it will work. It will be fine. I'm buffering like crazy. Hi, Patricia. Good morning to everybody who's come in. Watched me struggle through my morning stream this morning. Some mornings you just want to give up. And some mornings maybe you should. But some mornings maybe you should just keep going. Keep working through it. I think I got it now. I'm not unhappy with how it's looking on the front. And the back will have a lining on it, so I'm not worried about the back. And as I said, this is not a tutorial. This is you seeing how I would do this as if I were trying to figure this out on my own. I'm not trying to teach anything here. If you're learning something, yay. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. But I think this will be cool in the end. I think I'll like it when it's finally done. And in fact, I think I kind of like this larger thread here because it kind of matches the embroidery thread going on over here. Only it's white. So I don't think I'm unhappy with it at all. Now, how am I going to handle this corner? We're going to put a punch right here, I think, right here. But I have to come through it from this side in. Right on the corner. Now, my thread is twisted, so I'm going to untwist. I'm going to see it. If you kind of hold your piece up and let the needle fall, it will untwist your needle. All right. So now I want to make sure that I've got gathers here on each side and it'll. So what do I want to do here? Do I want to go in a straight line? Let's tape this side down. And do I want to stitch this or just tack it? Yeah. If I stitch it, I'll gather it. And I think that's what I'll do. And I think I'll let my gathers pucker here and let her show and pucker over here. So she'll be kind of flat here in the middle. And the gathers will be on both sides. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Let's tape it down that way and see what happens. In place while I'm stitching it. And I lost my palette knife. My palette knife fell in the wastebasket. My palette knife fell in the wastebasket. I'm going to have to empty my wastebasket to find my palette knife. It fell way down in there. All right, now I want this to go here and here, right along the edge, but with not the lace being tucked under. We want the lace on the front. So right about there. Yeah. There we go. I don't want to stretch it too much. There we go. So my puckers will be on both sides. I'm good with that. I'm good with it puckering. I like the puckers for this. It's kind of there. On this other piece that I can do this side, but cut these little pink flowers out. And I'm going to attach these little pink flowers right here in the center. Just because that's what I want to do. And I got one for each journal. I'm not going to put one on the back. I'm just going to put it on the front. But I have this flapping open. And if I stitch it, I'm going to be stitchering my puckers down. So do I want to tape across here? I think I do. And my stitching will come right across these flowers. I guess I could end my stitching there and not stitch across her dress. See, this is me figuring things out as I go. Stitch these puckers down here. So this thread will come from here to here. And then I'll tie it off. And my thread is very gooey. My needle's very gooey because it went through tape. I'll have to clean that. Put some tape wherever my tape ran off to. Let's put some tape and let's see if that will hold it. About to here. Now, this one, if it doesn't, you know, it's always my second one. I'm making 2 of these journals. And I've made some mistakes on this one. So I may keep this one for myself. But I'm going to give away one in my stream tonight. I stream at 7:30 tonight. So that folks can get in if they want to. And I would say with my giveaways, if you really don't want it, don't play. Or play for somebody who's in the stream to give it to them. It'll give them an extra chance to win. I kind of like that. And then I'll just pucker it here and pucker it there. But I'll have this one, if I decide to keep this one for myself, which I might do, I'll use it as an example, and then after I figured out what I'm doing. So the tape goes to here. So I need to make some punches here. And that means that I need to be aware of where my gathers are. And I could have probably taped my gathers down. Let's just kind of hold on to them. Let's see what happens here. Come down far enough to, come on, get in there. To owie! 4. The needle wasn't that sharp. It just kind of poked me. Okay, now I want to be aware where my gathers are here. I want them to be pretty when I stitch them. Let it go through the fabric. Yes, come on. Good thing I only need about 3 of these. Yeah, I'm liking that. Now this one, needs to come, get it through the fabric here first. And then into the, oh, there, it's got a little tear there. That's why I need to line this after I get it done. I'm learning as I go here. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm not pretending anything like that, but I'm liking what's happening. I'm liking it. Now I could just run this clear over here and do these running stitches, but I think I'll tie it off. I think I'll tie it off here and end it. See, and I'm going to clean my needle off because it's sticky. Let's just make a knot in here. And when I say a line paper down on top of this, and this will all be covered up. You'll probably, I like them being as neat as that thread. But see, it'll fold like so. Now I got the clips in here that are messing with it, but here, let me clip this down. It'll be like this. I'm thinking I'm liking it. Now this will be all taken care of on the back. This will be gathered in the same way on the back. All of this will come down here on the back. It'll be all gathery on the back too. Then it will have, let me reach for them. 1, 2, 3. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't be afraid to put, this will be a lot neater in here after I get it all stitched in and gathered. I'm not sure about this gap right here. Maybe. And this, of course, will all be taken care of on the back. So it'll look something like, whoops, sorry, I'm out of frame because I'm up real close. It'll look something like this. Something like that. And I think on mine, it'll have 4 signatures here. You'll see it tonight in my live stream. Well done. These will be bound in. And I think on mine, I'm going to work instead of painter's tape. I'm not on the one I give away, but on mine, which will probably be this one, because I'm learning on this one. I'll put painter's tape on all the borders here so that when I do my watercolor, I can pull that off as I do each page. And there are enough pages here for 32. March only has 30 days, so you get 2 extra pages. I could take it at 1 out, but I'm not going to. All right. Bye, Dorinda. Yeah, I know it's awfully close, Barb. I made it close so that you could see what I was doing in here with my stitching. I made it close. I do that every now and then. I'll focus in real close. I'm sorry. Hi, Lucia. Good morning. Good morning, Lucia. Dorinda says she's having a lot of buffering. Yeah, I had trouble getting on this morning because trouble trying to get online this morning. And you know, I may take a piece of lace and put it here on the spine. That would look pretty, wouldn't it? And that would cover up these gathering stitches. That would look pretty to put spine. That would look really pretty. I may do that. I like it. I like how it's turning out. And then you flip it open and I'll have a struggle to figure out how to do this to make this dresser scarf fit my. So now what I'm going to do is punch holes over on this side. And I've already taped this down, so it should be, it's the gathering here has kind of pulled it up over here. And I'm just going to try to focus, and hopefully I'll get them right this time. I don't, on this one, I went way up here to the border. I had to fix that. But learning my lessons here. Lucia, are you going to a quilting retreat this weekend? Thank you, Lucia. I'm sorry about the buffering. I think it's on my side. I think it's on my side date, so I could at least get online. But I think what's happening when it buffers, I think my Windows update is going out there and checking to see if I want to resume it. And when it does that, it takes some focus away from my, that's what's causing the buffering. I do think it's on my side. But I told it not to do an update at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't even answer on my tablet because I'm signed in as me. And it wasn't showing up as a live stream yet on my side. You guys can see the chat before I go live. So if I'm going live and you're saying hello to me out there when I'm first starting and I'm not answering you, it's that I can see you, but I can't talk to you yet. Let's see, I think I need another little one there, but I need to come back down this way. And then I got to be aware of my, now I think I'll just put it like this. About one more. There. So I can see you guys, but I can't talk to you. If I'm first coming on, I'm going to trim this. Maybe I should tape it down. No, I'm going to trim it a little. There. Oops. And then what really made me frustrated is I bought this thread at Walmart. I lost the sound on my laptop. We had a person coming in wanting to grow his channel. He's not an art channel. He's streaming live, and he came into my channel. And I opened this thread, and it's got 4 pieces of thread here that I think is the beginning, but none of them is the beginning. This one might be. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it at Walmart. It's cheap thread. It'll probably break when I start using it. And none of these are tight. It's not, this one might be the beginning one. No, it's not. If I pull on it too hard, I'll break it. So I've had a frustrating morning. I'm trying to keep my attitude up. I haven't lost my needle. My palette knife fell in the wastebasket. I'm going to have to dump out my wastebasket to find my palette. It showed as waiting for live, Arlene. Oh, okay. Well, see, I can't see that. I don't even see the waiting for live when I hit my videos. Maybe it's on my feed. Maybe it's on my feed. I'll have to, next time that happens, I'll have to check my, instead of checking my videos, I'll check my feed. Maybe it's sitting out there. Because I couldn't even talk to you. All right, we're going to start over here and put a knot in here. I could just tape it down because I'm going to have a lining page, but I think I'll knot it. I think I'll knot it. So I have to come through here. Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay right there. And let's just knot this. Hopefully this will. And as I said, this is not a tutorial, and I'll probably keep this one for myself. The second one I make is always better than the first one because I learn all my second ones always better. I'll show the first one tonight because I don't think I'll get 2 of them done today. I might. Yeah, just knot that, and I'll tape this down, but I don't want that long of a string. Let's cut that. So I got to dump out my wastebasket. Maybe my scissors are in there too. And I opened Sharon's Happy Mail, but I have to turn an elephant in there. And Sharon says Officer Orville of Phibbsville will find it, but I don't think he's looked. He's done his search. I know, you got nothing to do but laugh about it. I'm trying to be a good sport about it. I'm trying. Let's see, are you going to a quilting retreat? Did you answer me? Not until May for your retreat. Cool. Cool. Where's the, here? Yeah. So now it's going pretty good. Now that I know what I'm doing. And I do think I'll put lace here on the spine. I think that will be pretty. There's a spine in here, a 1/2-inch spine. Lace like I have here. So this one, I'll keep this one for me. Boy, I'm getting hungry. What time is it? 7:30. Now it's going fine as far as I'm stitching with crochet thread. It'd be okay on the fabric, but I don't know, a sewing thread through this. I'm using Bristol paper for the, and I'll cover up all these stitches. I'll do a watercolor page here maybe, but I'll have to be careful. Now I want to make sure that I'm kind of lay flat. That's kind of what I want on here, but I'm stitching my gathers over here. Kind of pull them, pucker them. And this is taped down with double-sided tape, and I think I'm going to leave it that way. Let's see, let's go through the fabric here first. Maybe 2 fabric pieces. Let me get a hold of it. Maybe pull this over a little and go through that. Go through those and catch my, where's the, there. Is that right? Yeah. And pull it this way. Doing another piece of watercolor paper on for the lining will make this cover stronger too. It's pretty strong the way it is because this is Bristol paper. Bristol paper is pretty strong. But if I do a watercolor paper here, that'll double strengthen it. I'm deciding whether I really want to do that or not. We'll see. Back up here. 1. I'm buffering like crazy. You guys are probably buffering. I think that's on my side. I don't think my internet, my computer's trying to update. I'm not letting it. I want to, this is puckered. I want to, yeah, what did I do? Come on. I want to stream. I don't want to update. Did I pull it tight? Yeah. So now I want to pull this stitch tight. This one. There we go. There we go. Now it's got a little pucker in there. I don't know which thread it is. I got rid of that one and it's over here. There we go. So this looks kind of rough now, but just wait till I get it finished. Now, if I had a sewing machine, I'd just stitch this on. I have a sewing machine, but I don't have, I've got too much I'm trying to do in my life. I don't have it hooked up yet, just like my printer. A sewing machine would, but in lieu of having a sewing, sometimes hand stitching, it's fun. Not everything has to be done by a machine. Let's do some human stuff. Yeah, that's what makes it fun. All right. At least I'm going to get this stitched on this morning. I don't know if I'll get much further than that. So here's the back. I want to do the same thing on the back. Now the spine, I'm not going to gather the back on the spine, but I need to move this over. And I taped it down on the front. The back is going to be much longer because not only is it a back, it's the wraparound too. My journal will look something like this, and this will just flap. I'm not doing anything to cover up those stitches there on the side. Let me come out one now. You guys have got a good idea what I'm doing. Let me come out one. Bart says, zoom out. You're too close, Mary. I can't see anything. It's in my face. Zoom out. Zoom out. I'm trying. It's got my cursor. Thank you. Hi, Janet. Maybe one more. There. So there it is. But like I have to fix the back here. I think what I'm going to do first. Now the back, I'm going to tape the side this down too. I'm going to tape all the sides. The back is not only the back is also the wraparound. So let me take this off, the clips off. And I'm thinking that I'll tape it first. No, should I tape the sides first? I guess I'll tape the sides. Because it's going to be kind of gathery too, because this dresser scarf was too large for my size of the journal, and I wanted to keep the size of the journal so it'll be the same size as my other journals, because I want to put them on my shelf. I want them to be this size. So I'm going to tape these down. The back isn't going to have any embroidery. I might splash watercolor on the back because the theme is going to be watercolor. Now, I won't do it on on the one I give away, but on mine, I might splash some watercolor here, and I might splash some watercolor on her face or her hat because you can't see her face over here. I go, oh, it's stitched, it's embroidered really nice, but you can't see it. It's embroidered with white thread. So I'm just going to tape this down. And this will give me good practice for when I do the peacock one. But I have to make my March journal cover too. Oh yeah, Mary's way behind as always. But I get my gem journals done. Yeah. We'll do this one at a time. And I'm going to tape this down. And I'll probably just trim it and put a bias tape or something on the edge here. We'll see. I don't know if I have white. I got all sorts of bias tape on the edge here where it's raw. Or I might just pull it under and, well, I don't know if that'll work. We'll see. Okay, let's start here. My palette knife, I hope it's in the wastebasket. It fell. I think it fell in the wastebasket. And give Penelope back Now I'm just going to tape this right along. There's to the dresser scarf. I want that to go right along the edge, and the lace itself will fall off of the edge. Thank you. Whoever was that, Arlene, who fixed that for me? What is same as? Words go through my head, but not through my fingers. Barb, do I understand? I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I didn't see what you said, but I saw the same as. What did she say? Maybe the same laces you have across the front. Oh, you mean on the back here? This lace, and I probably will keep this one for myself because the lace is kind of messed up here. Did I stitched it in because it kind of tore. But that's not gonna, if I put lace there, it'll cover that up. So I'm gonna put lace across here. Whatever. I have to say that it's a challenge. It's not just collaging the fabric. Well, I guess you could collage it down if you wanted. It's fun to try different things, good or bad. Good or bad. And this is going to be a watercolor art journal. Now, if I watercolor on this, I'll have to just put a little dab because it will bleed. The water will bleed the fabric. And I'll just have to do a little dab. I mean a tiny dab, and see how much it bleeds. Now I'm just taping that down. It might hold it forever, but I don't trust it to hold it forever. I'm taping it down just to hold it while I stitch. And my stitching here isn't too bad. The stitches aren't too bad. They're a little more rough over here, I think, but they're not bad. I got a little loop in there. I might try to work that loop a little. I'm not going to try now. So, shall I try to put this down too? I think I will. It's gathering. I don't want my needle. This journal is meant to pucker and gather. And this part is all going to be loose in here. I'm not going to try to attach that down. Boy, and this really comes to the edge. I'll probably have to put, so let's take this out so I can stitch it down. If I can get a hold of it there. And this is where I need to get it kind of, I got to fix this. I don't want those to show. Now, what did I do? I don't mind if they show on the back. There. Where's that other one? Right here. Because I'm going to have a facing on the back. I'll just pull it through. There. Have a gather in there, sort of. That's okay. That's good. This could be a little more gathery. And that could be a little more hard to see what I'm doing. I'm going to poke holes clear across here, right here. So I'm going to start right in here, I think. And we're just going to come. And this really helps me stitch better. I'm going to clean this needle a little with some hand sanitizer. And get it on my towel. It's gone through that tape, so it's a little sticky. There we go. And I'm concentrating on what I'm doing here, so I'm not following Chet too much. It's going through that tape, which makes it a little bit hard to punch through. And I'm trying to keep it as straight as possible, but I have my paper turned, so it's not going to be perfect. I could draw a line because I'm going to have a facing page. But no, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. This is a handmade journal. It's not meant to be one like what. No, you want to write your memoirs in it or do beautiful art. Take it with you when you travel to Europe or something. These are meant to play in. Do a little every day. I got to catch up on my February one. My last few pages. I got January's done. December was a little busy. So I'm just poking holes so that I can come back in and stitch. Yeah, it's trying to go through that gather. The line's not straight. The line's not straight. It's hand stitched. Mary was goofing off there. I think on the one that I give away, I'm going to show this one in my stream tonight, but this will not be the one that I give away. And I don't care if my lines are crooked, but I don't want to give away a crooked line journal. Oh, this looks like Mary's work. Yep, it looks like Mary did it all right. All right. Let's go on the last leg here. I might need to come down just a little. Then pay $40, $50 for it. This is a hand-stitched, handmade giveaway for nothing. So come to my stream tonight. I won't be giving away this one. I'm hoping that my next one, it's 8 o'clock. I'm not going to go any later than 8:45. Let's get rid of my notifications here. Clear. Come back into live chat. Come back into live chat. Thank you, Janet. Yep, I'll stream at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. $6:30 Mountain and 5:30 Pacific. And if you're over across the seas in the UK, you're about, I'm going to take this thread off because I need a longer thread. Go clear around here. I'm kind of liking that. I am kind of liking it. And instead of watercolor splashed on the back here, I think I'm going to splash on the back, but instead of watercolor itself, I'm going to splash some ink tints. I think. Let's see. This. This. And this. Let me pull this. I think I have enough here if I double it. I know I do. Let's double this. This will be like when I'm binding, only I'm stitching instead of binding. I'll have way enough. But let me double it here. I shouldn't have. There, let me do it this way. I'm pulling it off of the... There. Oh, let's snip it. Get rid of this. And we'll make a blind knot instead of trying to knot it there. I'll clip those even. And I don't need these anymore, but I'm going to put them over here. It'd be easy to thread this big old eye needle. Not too bad. All right. So for a blind knot, you thread your 2 loose ends into your needle. And you have your loop end down at the bottom of your needle, of your thread. And then you just go in, and pull, 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 pull. I've done this a lot when I bind. And don't worry about it. Come back in your next stitch, or I do. Come back in there and through this loop. Through the loop. And pull, pull, pull. Pull it tight. And that's a blind knot. That's much neater than that, isn't it? Yep. That's what I should have done, but I wasn't thinking. So now all I'm going to do, hopefully, is stitch this down. And I've got all my holes poked. And I might get out my lace and see what kind of lace I have that I can put on the edge here. That might be fun to do. Because when I bind, I'll probably want to bind through that lace. I won't want to put the lace on afterwards. I want to put the lace on before. It's working out in the long run. It was a little frustrating figuring this part out here, but now that I have it down, I'm kind of liking it. Good morning, Sharon. Arlene said trouble just came in. Aw, Janet's here. Janice, you have the best ideas. She said to dry brush it. I might try that. You know what? I'll try on a piece of fabric before I try on my dresser scarf, because when I stitch, after I put, well, I probably should put this on first. There's a little pink floral there, and I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put it right there. And I should probably watercolor here. This is I'll probably trim that off, that yellow line. If you can see the yellow line there, you probably may not even see it. But I'm going to let this hang down, and then I'll put my lace over that. Yeah, can't hang down too much. It'll cover her face. I might have to take it off of the lace. But I'll have just enough to trim this off, and they'll have this for their journal. See, this will come clear over. Well, I got to be careful where I trim. I should probably, well, I don't know. Maybe that's not going to work. But I could try the dry brushing up in here is what I'm saying. I don't know. I may have to forego putting this, but I can stitch something like that in here if I want it. Or the lace might be enough. See, I didn't think lace when I started out on the spine, but lace would go nice with this, I have to say. For a watercolor journal is a little bit different, but hey, I'm having fun. It's a gem journal. It's a gem journal. Let's see what else is going on here. I missed a lot. Hi, Molly. Good morning, Molly. Molly, did you get thank you? I sent you a thank you. Did I send it an email or Messenger? I think I might have sent it on Messenger. Molly sent me some happy mail. I opened it the other day. Beautiful napkins and a Valentine, a black and white Valentine piece of February art journal. Now I'm sailing. I just had to figure out how to handle this and handle my laptop and handle the guy who came in who was live streaming. Oh, and my palette knife falling in the wastebasket, and the rotten thread that won't come off of the spool. Just a heck of a morning this morning. Good morning to you. We're all in our faces with bright smiling faces. It's gonna be a happy day. I'm not going to let it get to me. And I'm going to put a facing page on this. And I do think I'll do watercolor. We'll see. A watercolor page would be fun to put on here. But I'm going to put my lace on here first. This will take me a minute to stitch because I have to go in and out and in and out. I can't weave it. Well, I could weave it, but it would bend the board. It would bend the board and probably tear it. So it's just going to take a minute to do this. Poking the holes helps. Poking the holes in there helps. At least it's Friday. Yeah. Where? I'm planning on, hopefully, if Barbo streams, the S on the end of it, I messed that up. If she streams this afternoon, I'll watch her. If she doesn't, I might watch a movie. Pop me some popcorn. Watch a movie. I feel like a movie. Just relax. It won't be long. I was at the library yesterday. And as I was getting back out into my car, I heard geese flying over. I heard geese honking. They're flying north. They're coming up Barb's Fillion's way. They're going to Canada. There's a lot of ponds, farm ponds, waterfowl areas down around that area. So, and I'm going to put seam binding on this rough edge. Here it's pretty rough. I'll put seam binding there. I'll trim it off and put some seam binding on it. And I'll probably glue that down. I could glue this down too with a hot glue gun. But journal for Defy Auction, I might put some cross stitching in there. I might do some scissors and put in there. And art some scissors. So the theme might be, for me, might be scissors from that little fabric. I'm the slow bee on that stuff. And I can't wait to show you what I'm doing for the dress form. I'm so excited to alter that dress form. I can't wait to do it, but that's the third one. So that is the third one. I have to do the fabric journal first. So it won't be this journal. It's us YouTube artists to make up and send back to Care to auction off in the auctions. And that little tiny box that I altered. But I can't wait to alter that dress form. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I found a piece yesterday when I was at the library that will go perfect with it. And showing it earlier. Let me show you guys what I got. Now this has been sitting there. This is a wooden box. It's been cassette, Louis L'Amour. And it's Willie Nelson, 7 Classic Tales of the American West by Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson, Waylon Jennings, and Willie Nelson. And all tape cassettes. Now, I'm not going to ruin the cassettes. And I might look at the thrift store and leave these in here and see if I can find some. Yeah, I should leave the whole box alone. But no, what I want to do is make little books and put in here. And I don't want to mess up on this. And earlier this morning, we were discussing what I could do on here to alter it without messing it up in case. Now, over here, I'd probably take this paper completely off. I have no idea how old this is. It has to be in this, well, 1997. Recordings were in 1997. So this really is not antique. It's more of a collector's piece. You could probably order this online or get it at eBay. But I think I'll take the paper off and alter the box. But this is all wood burnt in there. So we were talking about maybe just attaching a piece of fat, attaching it at the sides. And I'll probably put a hinge in there. I'll probably put a hinge on this and then have my little books go in this way. Whoops, this way. This was free. Of course, anything that's free, you can take it home and today, but this has nothing to do with the dress form that I'm going to do. This is just Apple magazine. Maybe line the inside. Yes. I don't have any trouble coming up with the ideas, do I? I have trouble with the follow through. I have so many projects that I'm working on. So many projects. But now the ones for care have to be done. I can't fudge on those. I can't fudge on those. Let's see, I'm going this way. Oh, if I hold it up toward the light, I can see the holes. You can't see them probably, but I can see the holes going across there because the light shines through. So maybe this will help me stitch faster because I can see where I'm coming. I don't, oh yeah. Yay! So, and you know, spring is coming up. And folks, see now that thread goes to this. There's a running stitch coming there that was part of the dresser scarf. Spring is coming up. You know what happens in the spring are all those garage sales. I got to clean that up. A lot of that stuff in the dining room is stuff I want. A lot of my art is out there, my books and that. I've been waiting to clean that up, to clean off some of the shelves in here. But I had to run to errands the day before yesterday, and that took me a while. And yesterday I went to the library. I live stream in the mornings. There's no time to clean. Hi, Kenny. Hi, Journey. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm debating whether to, if I mess with the outside of the box, you know, I could do a Western themed mini books and leave, like you said, leave the outside of the box like it is. But see, I want to alter the, I don't want the, I could probably just leave it as it is. It's nothing I'm really interested in. And it sat on that free library table since before Christmas. Somebody had to mess with what stuff, Arlene? The buffering is not going away, coming from Mary's computer issues. Yeah. Maybe line the inside with the beautiful fabric. It's cool to leave it alone. Cool little box. Elephant is hiding. The elephant, there was no elephant in my envelope this morning, Sharon. You didn't tell me it was a 6/9 envelope. I looked at that envelope when I got it at the mail yesterday, and I said, an elephant isn't going to fit in there. What is she talking about? Then I heard you say in my head, Mary, I didn't say I put an elephant in there. You said maybe it was in there. There's no elephant in that envelope. There's a lot of pretty cards. Thank you for the cards. I did get your mail. I opened it this morning. You're going to have to go back and listen to the replay because I want to finish working on this journal. I'm not going to stop. Beautiful email. And Holly did a beautiful job on the card that she did. Oh, it was their beautiful work. Thank you guys so much for the Valentines. I should make an art journal just out of those because they all won't fit in that mailbox. And I love the mailbox that Sharon did. How large is that paper? How large of a page did you do that on, Sharon? Because that was only a 6x9 envelope. How large of a page do you have for that envelope? I mean, for that elephant. Hi, Cheryl. All right. I think I'm down here at the end. I don't think I'm going to do something with those. Yeah, I think I will. Here and back into here. And let's take a knot in here. Now I got it stitched. I got it stitched. And I think I'm going to bring it over another one. And bring it through there. And cut it off. And I'll take that down. We're going to put watercolor paper over this. But here it will be seam binding here, but it'll look something like this. I'm not sure about this right here. I'll just leave it like it is, I guess. Now it needs a closure. I bumped the camera. It needs a closure. Even the mouse is jumpy this morning. It's trying to do too much at one time, just like Mary. You can tell this is my laptop because it tries to multitask. This is embroidered in here. Maybe if I hold it up, so you see it's embroidered there. But as a general rule, it's hard to see her face and her hat. I could on the other one. I can't on this one because I've stitched it down. Try to put in some stitches there. But no, I think Jenna suggested dry brushing on there to color in and to splash here, dry brushing. I think I want color on here. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this. But I'm going to work in this jam journal. I'm going to work in the horizontal mode. And it's going to be watercolor theme. And it'll open up this way. And all my signatures will be in here. And I'm going to work that way with watercolor. And I think maybe I can't do Velcro. But I could put a snap or something. I could do Velcro here and snap this around that way and have it close that. It would just open up that way. That's pretty cool. I would do that. Let me go get my lace. It's just right across the room here. Oh, let me go get it. Oh, I gotta stand up. I've been sitting too long. I got lace. I've got lace, a bag of lace. Oh, there's my palette knife. It wasn't in the wastebasket. It fell under my chair. Yay! I don't have to empty my waste ephemeras. There's always something that falls on the floor. Now I'm bling and trim. These are things. Here's some lace. I could do this pretty, but this is too skinny. Here's some ruffly lace. This ruffle lace I trim off I don't like my ruffled lace. I don't like ruffled lace. I like flat lace. And this is pretty trim, but I don't think that's what I got. Pink. Pink is ruffly. This looks like Barb's. Barb Owen gets out her table napkins. They're just all pushed into a big bag, just like my lace is. See, I trimmed this off, trimmed lace off of that piece and get here. But this is too skinny. This is too skinny. I should wrap all this up. I've got some pretty. That's eyelet. Here, this is pretty. Let's see. Where's my journal? if I cut the ruffle off, really pretty, but it will be, or I could leave the ruffle on the spine, but then I don't like that. I don't like it like that. I want something that will flat like this. I want it flat. I guess I could put it flat and stitch down the ruffles because it's ruffled anyway. That's a possibility. We'll keep it out. See what else I have in here. I got enough of it. Let's put that over there. I've got, now this is flat lace. I've got this, which is, I could do it on both sides, I guess. It would finish off the, and then I've got, well, we'll leave it out as lace. I got other laces and trims too, but this just happens to be what I grabbed. See, look at all this. Ooh, this is pretty. This is pretty. Let's pull that out. It's ruffled, but it's pretty. Lace. She's buried in lace. I should roll all this up. Oh, this is really pretty. I like this. Let's see what I bought it in a big old package. This is pretty lace. Let me hold it up so you guys can see it better. That's pretty lace. That would look nice. It's whiter, but I like that a lot. So let's keep that out. Let's see what else I have here. This is pretty too. This is pretty. I like the other better though. Let's put that over here. Some binding here that I could put on the edge, I think. I think that'll go on the edge. I've got some rickrack and some seam binding in there. Let's see what else I have. I got some blue eyelet lace type. I haven't even opened that, or it hasn't been opened. And this is double ruffle. This is really ruffled. And that's the end. So let's put all this back. I don't want to fool with it this morning. I bought this little trim here. Got it at Hobby Lobby. Now, where does it end? All right. Let's put all this in here. Oops, not this. We want this out. This is pretty. It's long, but it's pretty. I won't need all of this. This is the other pretty one. That's really pretty. And we're going to put that away. This is pretty. This is, you can see the designs in this a lot more than you can see the designs. This is more of an open design. I like them both, but I think I'm going to go with the dense one because you can see it a little better. So let's put this big old piece back in here. And I wanted to look at this. This isn't going to open. This is blue. It's pretty. This looks like I was... I explore. I had trim out here I was using. I'm not going to use it on this. I'm just looking what I have in here. These are my bits and pieces. I got some spiders that I was using for Halloween with the little charms. I got some blue here that I think I pulled this off of something, piece of artwork I was working on. I got some tea bag tags. I got some postage stamps. I'm going to keep those out and put them in my whatnot box because I'll want those later. I got a sponge. Let's cut it off here. Throw this side away and keep that. And a yellow string. Some ATCs that I was working on, a little fall ATCs around Halloween. What's this? Oh, some broken jewelry. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I'll put that in there. Let's see what else I have. Oh, here's another little paper doll. I should keep these paper dolls out. I'm trying to keep my little pieces off of my desk. Pumpkins, Halloween pumpkins. I was doing ATCs. And these are dragonfly. And here's another paper doll. Put him in there. These are Halloween pumpkins and dragonflies. Let's keep the dragonflies out. And these will go for next year. Paper dolls. I'll put these in my whatnot box. I'll have to do a whatnot box stream. And what's in here? Some little pumpkins. No, those are dragonflies. We'll put these little bits and pieces in my whatnot box. This is my whatnot box. It's getting full. I got a whatnot box out in the kitchen too. All right. There we go. Oh, look, that's the end of it. We're going to put all this stuff back. I should put a little piece of this trim in my whatnot box. I got plenty of this, but we'll put it in there just to have it. And all of this is a whatnot bag. This was in my lace bag here. I'm going to put it back in. My charms, my pumpkins, I'll do those next fall. Jack-o'-lanterns. Line up my whatnot box from here. I'll put that in there. Put my wonder. You can't find anything. You put all your sponges in your bags and pack them away in your lace bag. That goes in the trash. Let's put that in there. I'll put this in my whatnot box. I guess I'll do a whatnot box stream next week sometime. See what I can make out of my box. This is all Halloween stuff. Or not all of it. The spiders and the black trim and the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns. What am I doing here? Come on, get out of there. That needle wants to catch on everything. Okay. Let's put this back. All right. What time is it? It's 8:32. I probably will not get this. I'm going to cut this apart. My plan of action on this is to put, I'll be working on this later, is to put this trim on the spine. But I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it. I don't like it being so ruffly. It really goes like this. I guess I could let it ruffle. I guess I could and just tack it down like I did everything else. I kind of like that. All right. So, and in here I have, let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. And let's put these binders back in the package. I'm done with these. Put those in the package. Put those back on my cart. And I want to get out the binding here. I have some white seam binding. Trim. It's trim. But I'm thinking that I can use it. Now, this is all rickrack. This is all rickrack. I like rickrack. Oh, no, that's white seam bind. Oh, bias tape. That's what I'll use. Bias tape. We'll put bias tape aside. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm sure I probably got this stuff at the thrift store. Probably just like this, too. Because I don't keep all this. I don't sew. So when I see packages like this at the thrift, I pick them up. And by golly, what I want was in there. So I got my lace that I'm going to attach here and my bias tape that I'm going to put on to this. Let's trim this. Let's trim this. And I'm going to work on putting a piece of watercolor. I guess maybe I should not put my bias tape on until I put, I think I want to put this a jewelry or Velcro. I think I said Velcro. I'm going to put a Velcro closure here where this little, it will open horizontally. You'll take it, snap it off of the Velcro closure and open it this way. And this will have this bias tape on it. And it'll have watercolor lining. I'll probably do my watercolor first. And I'm not, I'm debating on fixative that I could put over my watercolor on the inner side. On the pieces that I do on the inside, I probably won't. So I'll probably do some watercolor here. And I'll probably glue that down. Tape it and glue it onto here. Probably use my Yes paste to attach it. But I have to make sure that I don't mess up the spine. And then after I get that done, I'm going to put some bias tape here to clean up that edge. And I'm going to put a piece of Velcro here to hold it tight for the closure. And I might put a trim or a button or a piece of jewelry there just for the fun of it. And then this will be, I'll hand off camera. So that's all I did. I'm buffering like crazy for you guys. I know I am too. It's just somebody called that, well, I moved it and it stopped. Somebody called that the coffee ring. And I couldn't remember I couldn't figure out what they were saying. They said there's a coffee ring. And I'm going, where's my coffee ring? You know? And it meant that I was buffering. That little white circle goes around and around and around. I'm sorry. Violet, what's happening? What happened this morning was just as I started to open my stream, Windows was doing an update. I told it not to update at 4 o'clock in the morning. I went back and checked my settings. It's still to get my stream started. And I actually did. I figured out that it was trying to do an update. So I went out and I paused my update. But I think what's causing the buffering is I restarted my laptop a couple times. I paused the update so I could get on. I at least got online. I at least was able to stream update. So it is 8:39. So I'm going to stop my stream. We thank you for coming and putting up with all the, I didn't get my Fig Newtons eaten this morning, and Barb sent some, I'm going to make this tea later this morning. I still have tea here to drink. Wild sweet orange tea. I'm going to enjoy that this morning, Barb. I think she's gone, but you're not buffering. It comes and goes. It's my internet, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that it's my internet. Hi, Aunt Beck. Have a great day. She's got to take those wet clothes over to her mother-in-law's. It won't pause right away. Maybe not at all. Windows update is like a tick. Yeah, that's what's happening. But at least I was able to stream. I apologize for all the buffer issues. I hope you guys got the gist of what I'm doing here. My second one will be much better. I'm not unhappy with this. I had some little mistakes when I started out. I don't know where they are now. Over here. I got too close to the edge. But that's okay. I'm going to line this anyway. So, and I had to figure out my gathering. I had to figure things out as I went. Yeah, have a good day, everybody. I stream tonight at 7:30 Central. I am going to give away a gem journal. It may not be this one, but it'll be like this one. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming. If I missed saying hello to you or welcoming you, it was not intentional. Believe me, it's not intentional. So, hello and goodbye, and have a great day. Bye. And let's get my but I want one that I set up. Okay.